Back when the DSS was data mined and we were in the process of building it, I remember the leaks and the videos made by fellow content creators talking about the implementation of huge feature called platoons, which was going to be the fabled rumored clans in Helldivers 2. Well, as of the making of this video, we still have no word on that feature, and with the DSS being released to us, we know that that had nothing to do with clans at all. There are plenty of out-of-game clans, including my own called the 2nd Liberation Battalion. However, if we did have in-game clans, there are features and quality of life changes that I would want to see happen so that they weren't just, oh well, I have a group of players to play with. Because reality is, if there's no difference from a Discord server with a non-official in-game clan and an in-game clan that offers nothing, but you have a group of people who are in it, it's just going to feel a little tacked on. And while Arrowhead doesn't usually have a lot of things that they have in the game that just gets tacked on and it just feels like it was just thrown in there to be thrown in there, I do want clans to have some kind of meaningful gameplay impact and have features available to you that are exclusively through clans. I think first off, I would like it to where clans have their own little mini DSS that they can deploy onto specific planets that provide buffs or a free stratagem to only their clan members who dive on that specific planet, allowing clans to not only coordinate with themselves, but have the ability to coordinate with other clans out there in the field. I mean, there is whole servers like the Liberty Nexus, Bastion. There's a lot of servers out there that have massive networks of clans that all work in tandem together to either do specifically MO objectives or non-MO objectives. And while this implementation of gameplay features wouldn't so far as impact the ability of that being taken away, it would only really enhance it, giving it actual meaningful differences in a game. Having clans be able to decide really what the course of the war is with specific officers and clan owners, I guess I don't know what you would call them, like founders, being able to pool their resources together to maybe possibly clutch up a defense or secure a planet. I think that would introduce very nice and cool gameplay features, maybe even landing you in an MO recap talking about the accomplishments dedicated to these big clans, as well as obviously I would like a whole like ranking feature with in clans with specific roles. I mean, that's kind of like besides the point. It would be also really cool. This would have to go in with the other challenges or the other feature that I wanted for Helldivers, which is clan specific challenges, where clans can do, whatever kind of challenge you can think, which would unlock very specific rewards tied to clans. I remember back in Halo 5 for the Spartan companies, I think that's what they were called, basically had a list of challenges that all the players inside that Spartan company had to do, and by unlocking all those challenges, the whole company would be have access to the armor called Achilles, which was specific to only Spartan companies, which I think would be really unique to have that with either maybe an armor set, which I can understand that may be a lot asking, even though I don't think it is, but I think at the bare minimum having capes, or one cape at least, that is like super cool but required a whole platoon's worth of Helldivers effort to secure would be something very beneficial for the whole entire team, as well as the ability to have a new upgraded ship. I think clans, once you are a normal Helldiver who's part of the massive core main fleet, from a lore perspective, you just have your super destroyer and you're going wherever Super Earth sends you. But once you enter a clan or a platoon, you're more of a specialized unit depending on whatever that clan's identity is. I feel that if the players in that clan are able to pool their resources enough together, and it should be a lot of resources. This is not something that just because 4 people start a clan and they're able to pool together maybe 1,000 or 500 super samples that they can get this. But if you have a massive amount of resources available to you as a platoon, it'd be super cool if you could see yourself being upgraded from a basic superstar destroyer like the Star Wars, a super destroyer, to possibly a capital ship or carrier. Would be really cool to have those implemented and that be acting as a mini DSS. So not only is it going to be a mini DSS for you, but also it's a like hub for your clan. Having clan like specific ship housing, I don't know how to word that because it wouldn't be like a house on a ship, but having like clan specific hub would be cool to just walk around and see your other fellow Helldivers who are part of your platoon is something I would love to see, as well as, like I said, commendations or challenges revolving around that do reward in-game loot, as well as having some meaningful gameplay impact as well, because I really just don't want this to just be a tacked on feature where I go to the social tab and then I press R1 or D and I just move over to the tab that just says clans, and it's just like basically these are my special friends. Like that would just be really boring, and that is meaningful. I really do also hope, on the side note, that we do have the same feature that like Warframe has, where you can kind of have like uploaded images of the clan logo that you can like get from like artists or like you make yourself, because it'd be super cool to see that. I know in Warframe you can upload custom images, and it obviously has to wait to get approved, which I would want that to get approved. And you know, even more so with Warframe, they even allow you to put it on the armor. So it'd be super sick if there was just a basic black or white cape, and then you could just put your clan or platoon logo right on the cape. I'm just saying that'd be sick, but I know that is a lot to ask for in modern day time, I guess. So I understand if they don't do that, but everything else I feel is a little bit more lenient, and I think is possibly doable. I know a lot of people don't have faith in the engine. I understand, but still, having platoons, I think, and having clans is a very meaningful and important thing for a live service game, especially a community game like this. Having basically your base pool or your foundation be your player base, with pillars and support beams being content creators, and huge communities or clans being that real infrastructure that, you know, holds up your game, is super important for live services. And I've played games where they are super important, and I've played games like Destiny 2 where they're just LFG shorteners. It's all dependent on how much quality time you put in developing and how they impact the game. But that's going to be my video in for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down below, please. Tell me down below what you guys think about clans, what kind of features you would want to see in the game. Besides that, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members and coffee supporters who continually bankroll this channel and make this a possibility. As well as thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Be safe, and remember, don't drown.